Good afternoon. My name is Eric Gonzalez, and this is my technology assignment for the Soul of Teaching. Question number 1. Have you chosen to become a teacher, or perhaps it has chosen you? In what ways might you understand teaching as a calling? To what extent might you see teaching as a part of your journey in experiencing connection, community, and wholeness? I knew that I wanted to become a teacher since the 7th grade. I took American history that year with Mr. Hancock. Although his teaching methods were very traditional, I learned a lot about history and even more about myself. I understand how much I enjoyed learning about the history of things, and I also realized that I liked talking and discussing historical events. Therefore, the decision to teach came from a natural interest in history. Teaching is a part of my journey because I want to help the students that I used to be. There are so many kids in schools today that are smart and capable, but do not have the guidance to achieve what they are capable of. I want to go back to the Montebello Unified School District and teach those students what they can achieve if they set their mind to it. Question number 2. Resiliency may be described as our attempt to deal with a lack of connection, community, and wholeness. Can you recall a time in your own educational or personal experience which required you to demonstrate resiliency? How did you manage to remain resilient? Throughout my entire undergrad, I had to demonstrate resiliency. Unfortunately, Montebello High School did not prepare me well enough for a 4-year university. After 1 semester of college, I was already on academic probation. 2 semesters in a row of bad grades would have got me dropped from the college. I spent the 2nd semester of my freshman year learning how to properly write a paper and survive the next 3 years. After going through a difficult 4 years of college, I feel like I can accomplish anything I set out to achieve. Question number 3. What might be some ways that you anticipate having to exercise resiliency as a teacher? What will you do to help yourself thrive in the role of teacher rather than merely survive? How might your faith intersect with your role as a teacher? As an education specialist, I'm going to have to master resiliency. I can see my resiliency being tested whenever students are not understanding material, IEP goals are not met, or when inappropriate behavior is repeated by students. In order to thrive as teacher, we must do our best to understand our students must know In order to thrive as teacher, we must do our best to understand our students. We must know our students' strengths and weaknesses before we can help them. After getting to know your students, implementing interventions and teaching strategies that work best with them will help you thrive in this position instead of merely surviving. Question number 4. Have there been any significant cultural beliefs or experiences which have influenced your desire to become a teacher? Has your understanding or experience in matters related to social injustice had an impact on your decision to become a teacher? And if so, how? I cannot say cultural beliefs have influenced my decisions to teach. However, I feel that it will be good for my culture and community to see someone that is from where they are from and looks like they look as their educator. My community lacks role models. I want to serve as someone they can look up to and be inspired by. I hope that young Mexican American students look at me and feel like they can accomplish what I have, if not more. Knowing that my students are on a path to success will be most satisfying as an educator. Question number 5. How might your current educational philosophy have been impacted by your own educational experience in K through 12, by your experience thus far at APU? My educational philosophy have been heavily impacted by my own educational experience. Fortunately, APU's educational philosophy aligns with my own. As educators, we must meet the needs of all our students, regardless of where they come from. We must love and protect our students and show them the path to enlightenment. We must show them right from wrong and inspire them to achieve greatness. Our students must feel cared for and comfortable coming to you for help. Lastly, we should strive to provide every student what they need to succeed.